Hi Gronk, I have a few tips here to help you better understand medical terminology. In medical terminology, there are four types of word parts. There is the root, which is the foundation of the word. Some examples are carp, which means wrist bones, cis, which means to cut. Another example would be cost, which means rib. The prefix, which is the small part attached to the beginning of the suffix, which is the ending of the word. Some examples, a or an, which means no, not, or without. Another prefix is ab, which means from, and another prefix is ad, which means toward. Some examples of suffixes are drome, fusion, and gia. Drome means to run, while fusion means combining together, and gia means substance that produces. There is a combining vowel, usually an O, which links the root to the suffix or the root to another root. Some examples are hematology. The combining vowel O is used to combine the root with the suffix. In the word electrocardiogram, the combining vowel O is used to combine the two roots, electro and cardio, and then again to combine the two roots to the suffix gram. In the word gastroenterology, there is the combining vowel O between the two roots gaster and enter, and then another combining vowel O to connect them to the suffix logi. To build terms, read the terms from the suffix back to the beginning of the term and then all the way across. Drop the combining vowel, usually an O, before a suffix beginning with a vowel. An example would be gastritis instead of gastroitis. Keep the combining vowel between the two root words, like in gastroenterology instead of gastroenterology. In gastroenterology, gaster is the root and logi is the suffix. In the word hypogastric, hypo is the prefix, gaster is the root, and ic is the suffix. Hypo means below, gaster means stomach, and ic means pertaining to. In the word epigastric, epi is the prefix, gaster is the root, and ic is the suffix. Epi means above, gaster means stomach, and ic means pertaining to. When we put them together, we start with ic, the suffix. To define the words, you have to break them into parts. The suffix of the word will become the beginning of the definition. The root will become the second part of the definition. And the root will also be the last part of the definition. A lot of time there is no prefix, just a suffix and a root. In the word hematology, we start with the suffix logi, which means study of. Then we go back to the root, hemo, which means blood. So the medical definition would be the study of blood. There is no prefix, just a root and a suffix. In the word hypogastric, we start with the suffix ic, which means pertaining to. Then we move to the prefix hypo, which means below, and move to the root gaster, which means stomach. So the medical definition reads pertaining to below the stomach. In the word gastroenterology, we start with the suffix logi, which means the study of, then we move to the first root, gaster, which means stomach. Next, we go to the second root, which means enter, which means intestines. When we put together, we have the study of stomach and intestines. Some terms can be confusing because they sound similar or have similar parts. The word hyperthermia could easily be confused with the word hypothermia. They sound really close, but they are opposites. The word hypogastric and hypergastric could also be confused. These two are different locations. Epigastric could also get confused with epigastrology. It's important to know the way the prefix and suffix are spelled because it makes a big difference in defining the word. There are also suffixes like gram, graph, and graphy. Gram means record, graph means instrument for recording, and graphy means the process of recording. And the word electrocardiogram means the record of electricity of the heart. In the word electrocardiograph, it means an instrument used to record electrical activity of the heart. And in the word electrocardiography, it means it's the process of recording the electricity of the heart. Two more suffixes are scope and scopy. Scope is an instrument for visual examination, while scopy is the process of visual examination. An ophthalmoscope is an instrument for studying the eye, while ophthalmoscopy would be the process of visual examination of an eye. Three more confusing suffixes are tomy, ectomy, and stomy. Tomy is an incision, while ectomy is an excision or removal, and stomy is an opening. The word tracheotomy means opening of the trachea. The word tracheotomy means an incision of the trachea, while tracheostomy would be the removal of the trachea. I hope these tips helped you. I'll see you in class.